It's in English, isn't it? Yes. Yesterday when the president, let me repeat it. Yesterday when William Ruto was addressing people in Mombasa, members of parliament, he decided to divert the attention of Kenyans from the difficulties they are going through to issues of who is funding Azimio rallies and who is doing what. And for the avoidance of doubt, let me assure him that we in Azimio, we will continue holding rallies, what we call People's Baraza, across this country. Next weekend we are at Kibera. The other weekend we will be in Machakos. In the course of time, we'll have those rallies in between the week. And the rallies are talking about the promises they made to Kenyans. He should not divert attention from the high cost of living that Kenyans are going through than never before in the history of this country. Since they came into power, we have seen the cost of foodstuffs go up in a manner that now nobody ever imagined. They promised that once they take over, the cost of living will come down. But what we have experienced is that electricity has gone up by over 30%, sugar up by over 21%, potatoes up by over 41%. You are looking at transportation cost has now totally become unaffordable to people. We have never gone through a scenario in this country where matatus are being withdrawn from the roads, not because of anything else, but because people cannot afford the fares that are reasonable for purposes of the owners of matatu, even repaying their debts, forget about making profits. So what has happened? Matatu drivers are losing jobs every day. Matatu conductors were the ones to be thrown off. We are facing a scenario that is unprecedented in this country. And any attempt to divert the attentions of Kenyans from the hunger that they are going through on a daily basis, any attempt to divert the attention of Kenyans from the fact that William Ruto and his team withdrew the funding or the funding of education for the orphans and the vulnerables, and they told them to look for ways of paying on their own. An orphan child, the pesa kwa wazee is also something that is not there. There are many people who have qualified to join the blanket. They have not been brought on board. They only paid when we put some pressure last time. The fact that they have failed to even ensure that we have drugs in hospitals. They have removed what we had started as universal health care. Now it is only available by on the books. But when you go to hospital, that is not available. Haya mambo ya kuambia Wakenya uongo. It is an old tactic that used to work before the era we are in today. In the era of social media, he should come up with a new way of lying to Kenyans. You cannot divert the attentions of Kenyans. Today, we have children who are still nyumbani, wako nyumbani, they are at home. And there is no hope of them joining the secondary school, whether the junior secondary school or even the old formula, the old one of Form 1, even primary. I mean, it is ridiculous. We never thought that you can lie with such hype and have no ability to get the country moving in any direction. Serikali si sukari ya kurabaramba na si kitu ya kutembea ukiongea uongo. What we have seen them doing ni kuendesha hii serikali kama wheelbarrow. Kuru, 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 kuru. No direction, no crew, totally crewless, no plan, hawana plan, planless, ladderless, leaderless. Only God will help us in this country. As Azimio, William asked for robust opposition. We will give him that robust opposition. opposition that can even remove him from the office he occupied unconstitutionally. Because when you've been declared by 3 against 4 that you are the winner of an election, you are in office through the minority. You are taken into office by minority in the IEBC, and even what you are representing in this country is a minority, even after having stolen. The robust opposition that he is going to see is none that he had never imagined what is coming. And also, those fake offices he is creating of leader of opposition and the rest, as how? We are not interested with them. We are interested in ensuring that the cost of living for Kenyans imekuja chini. And the promises you made to Kenyans, you have fulfilled them. How can you borrow 500 billion shillings in 3 months na hakuna project yoyote inaendelea Kenya hii? Unaweza tumia mambo ya stima na njia gani? When Kibaki and Uhuru introduced this rural electrification program, all of them together with Raila, it was meant to remove poverty from those households ambazo hata zimejengwa na udongo. Now you are using that line to milk, ni mlija ya kunywa huyo mama na njia ya kumgonga tax, unamkunywa damu ya mwisho. Electricity, supply of electricity to the rural areas, to the poor, was never meant to give you an opportunity to tax them. It was supposed to help them deal with the poverty in their areas. Wajisaidie wenyewe waweze kutoka kwa ile shida wako nayo. Wewe unaitumia kuwanyanyasha zaidi, hatutakuruhusu.